When Karl Marx lived, he never really envisaged what socialism would be. Parts of him certainly advocated the idea of workers' self-management and the withering away of the state, while he, in other parts of his thinking, argued for a centrally planned economy under workers' control. Contradictory in terms, this was the backbone of the Soviet model and the Yugoslav model of self-management. Let us imagine Karl Marx, bearded and burly, strolling down Stradun, the main street of Dubrovnik, contemplating the idea of a decentralized model of socialism. He probably never did visit Dubrovnik, but let us assume he did. The young Marx would no doubt have liked the unique model of Yugoslav self-management market socialism that has been a part of Dubrovnik's history since Tito and his followers proclaimed that factories should be under workers' control in 1951. That system lasted until the Civil War, which was encouraged by imperialist forces in the US and NATO. For many years, the Interuniversity Center of Postgraduate Studies offered courses in participation, workers' control, and self-management, with the late Professor Eugen Pusic of Zagreb University as the initiator and co-directors Peter Abel London School of Economics, Josip Kregar Zagreb University, and Gorm Winter Aalborg University. The theme would undoubtedly have pleased the younger part of Marx's complicated personality. The sun, a blazing orb in the sky, casts long shadows from the limestone buildings. Marx, a man of deep thought, would have observed the bustling marketplace with keen interest. He would have seen merchants hawking their wares, children chasing pigeons, and tourists marveling at the city's beauty. Dubrovnik, once a powerful maritime republic, now sits under Austro-Hungarian rule. Marx, a student of history and economics, may have seen in Dubrovnik a microcosm of the world's struggles. Dubrovnik, for centuries, thrived as an independent republic, its wealth built on trade and diplomacy. Marx, a staunch critic of feudalism, would have appreciated the city's republican past. He believed that societies progress through stages, each marked by its own class struggles. Dubrovnik, with its history of merchant power and relative autonomy, presents a fascinating case study of self-government. Did this small republic embody a kind of proto-socialism, a system where labour and trade, not land ownership, formed the basis of power? The city walls, massive and imposing, stand as a testament to Dubrovnik's past. These ancient fortifications, stretching for nearly 2 kilometers, encircle the old city, offering breathtaking views and a glimpse into the city's storied history. Built and maintained by the labor of its citizens, they protected the city from invaders and the sea's fury. Each stone, meticulously placed, tells a story of dedication and resilience, reflecting the collective effort of generations. Marx, whose theories centered on the concept of a theory of labor value, would have seen in these walls a physical manifestation of collective work efforts. He believed that the true worth of any structure or commodity lies in the human labor invested in its creation. He argued that the value of any good or service ultimately derives from the labor required to produce it. The walls of Dubrovnik, with their intricate stonework and robust construction, are a prime example of this principle in action. The walls of Dubrovnik, a product of countless hours of toil, stand as a silent reminder of the power and importance of human labor. They are not just barriers of stone, but symbols of the community's strength, unity, and perseverance through the ages. Commerce and contradictions. Stradun, the city's central artery, pulses with the rhythm of commerce. Shopkeepers display their finest goods, hoping to entice locals and visitors alike. Marx, a keen observer of capitalism, would have recognized both the dynamism and the inherent contradictions of this system. He saw capitalism as a necessary stage in historical development, one that unleashes tremendous productive forces but also creates vast inequalities. His dialectical and historical materialist thought would predict that outmoded production relations would have developed into chains for the development of the productive force. The working class's historical role would be to break the chains and radically change society to a society where the expropriators would be expropriated through the abolition of private ownership of the means of production. Substituting private capitalism with collective ownership to the future self-managed means of production would be the first step toward a communist classless society. Dubrovnik, a city built on trade, offers a glimpse into the complexities of a market-driven society. An early indication of a market society that could evolve into something like the Yugoslav model of market socialism. A spectre haunts Stradun. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across Stradun, one can imagine Marx pausing to reflect. The golden hues of the setting sun paint a picture of serene beauty. Yet beneath this calm exterior lies a city with a complex history. The city, beautiful as it is, still operates within a larger system, one rife with inequality and exploitation. The bustling streets and ancient walls tell stories of past glories and present struggles, a microcosm of the broader societal issues that Marx so passionately critiqued, but also saw as a potential for development. Marx famously wrote that a spectre is haunting Europe, the spectre of communism. His words, penned in the 19th century, continue to echo through time, reminding us of the persistent struggles and the unfulfilled promises of equality. In Dubrovnik, a city grappling with its own past and present, his words resonate with particular force. The juxtaposition of its historical grandeur and modern-day challenges serves as a poignant reminder of the ongoing battle between different social forces. The struggle between labour and capital, between those who have and those who have not, remains a defining feature of human society. From the cobblestone streets of Dubrovnik to the bustling metropolises around the world, the echoes of Marx's spectre continue to be felt, urging us to reflect on the kind of future we wish to build. Marx in the modern world, still actual. Marx's ideas, though formulated over a century ago, continue to provoke debate and inspire action. His theories on class struggle, the dynamics of power, and the exploitation inherent in capitalist systems have found new relevance in today's socio-economic landscape. His critiques of capitalism, particularly his focus on inequality and alienation, resonate deeply in our modern world. The growing gap between the rich and the poor, the sense of disconnection many feel in their work, and the relentless pursuit of profit at the expense of human well-being are issues that Marx foresaw and critiqued. As we grapple with the challenges of globalization, automation, and climate change, Marx's call for a more just and equitable society remains as relevant as ever. The environmental degradation and the displacement of workers due to technological advancements are pressing concerns that echo Marx's warnings about unchecked capitalism. Perhaps, as we stroll down Stradun, we might take a moment to reflect on these ideas and consider how they might guide us toward a better future. In the shadows of ancient walls, we can ponder the timeless quest for justice and equality, and how Marx's vision might help us navigate the complexities of our modern world.